guten Tag und willkommen.
Whoa there, German balls! Hey, welcome to part 3 of Get Your Geek On's top 20 video games of all time. Last time round, we brought you Super Mario World from the Super Nintendo and the rather spectacular Red Dead Redemption. This week we're bringing you more big guns, and they definitely are big guns this week, with some more classic titles. We're going straight in with number 16, which is this. It's on the N64.
Nintendo 64.
Oh, damn.
If you don't know what that is already, then
You've never
you've
played
never
it.
played it, obviously. But one of the finest third-party studios ever.
Which unfortunately now just makes crappy social games for kids.
Yep. Of course, it's GoldenEye.
Damn.
Nintendo 64. All the way back in 1997.
What a game. What a game.
It was awesome at the time, I have to say.
Yeah, it's still good fun to play now if you can find a good version on an emulator. Unfortunately, don't go try the new GoldenEye Reloaded because it just doesn't touch this in any shape or form.
Yeah.
And yeah, graphically, the N64 pushed itself quite far with GoldenEye, and it definitely showed off what a film license could do. And it's a shame that film licenses aren't treated the same way nowadays, as unfortunately this is the right way to do it, and I don't think anyone's really done any film licenses justice since, really.
No, certainly not as to the quality that GoldenEye did.
No, definitely not. And for console first-person shooters, GoldenEye was definitely the pinnacle
at the time, yeah,
console shooters.
Yeah.
You had the likes of Half-Life on PC, obviously, but this definitely took its place amongst the best.
I think,
Yeah,
at the time, I think this was definitely the finest first-person shooter on consoles. So I said Half-Life was a PC game.
Yeah, definitely. And the good thing about this is the multiplayer was phenomenal as well. They didn't take anything away from the single player. They added the multiplayer, and it was just fantastic. I spent many an hour putting sticky detonating mines on toilet doors and letting my friends fall into their untimely death.
It was great fun to play if you had 4 friends and 4 pads and you all got together, had a crazy multiplayer game.
A GoldenEye session.
Awesome.
Indeed. And it's one of those games where, even though looking back at it now you might not think it's got anything going for it, you will still enjoy it. I guarantee you play through it, even if it just play it through for speed runs.
It's just good fun to play.
Definitely. Great game. That was number 16 with GoldenEye on the N64.
Yeah, N64, I'm messing up my hair.
It was definitely one of the best FPS games of its time. It's just a shame that nothing has come close, really. FPS games are a bit kind of stale now.
Yeah, overdone, oversaturated.
Definitely, definitely. So, moving straight along now to number 15 in the list, and this one is definitely going to bring all the fanboys out, definitely. And it's a big one. Here it is.
It's a PS1 game.
It's a Konami title.
That sound brings back some memories.
Ah, it does indeed. That would be Metal Gear Solid.
The original Metal Gear Solid. So tactical espionage action.
The innovator of stealth games as we know it today.
Yes. Precursor to many stealth action games. Started that whole phase of games like Splinter Cell,
Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
And probably lots of other more inferior games that we can't remember.
So the reason that Metal Gear Solid 1 made it to the list is mainly because this one had the right balance of gameplay and cinematics. Most of you will remember Metal Gear Solid 2, but it was mainly for the wrong reasons, mainly because it had far too much cinematics, whereas this had the right amount of awesome boss battles.
Yeah, epic boss battles like the one with Sniper Wolf.
Yeah. It's definitely an awesome...
Yeah, this game had great cinematic cut sequences. Probably the first game I remember that had really good voice acting. I mean, some of the dialogue was a little cheesy at times, but the voice acting in general was pretty good. For a game of its time.
Definitely. And it was innovative. If any of you out there remember the fight with Psycho Mantis, for example, where you could take your controller out and put it into player 2, and it used to read your memory card. It was pretty cool.
Is this here the VR training? That's pretty cool.
Yep, training in the form of a tutorial.
Oh, and this part of the game, oh man.
Insane ass evil.
It's a game where you,
merciless boss battles.
yeah, it's a part of the game where you will be hearing something a lot.
Yes.
This.
You'll hear this a lot of times in Metal Gear.
Yep.
And it's the one thing everyone always
And if you've never
knows,
played the game during the course of the game, you get a lot of conversations like this.
which I used to spend most of my time just spamming the square button to
Yeah.
skip.
Because some of them do drag on.
Drag on
But
forever.
on the whole, this was an awesome game for its time.
So, at number 15, it was the rather awesome Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. And, yeah, what else could we say other than Snake? Loads of times. Snake! Well, yeah, that's...
So what we had? Super Street Fighter 2, game so far, Super Street Fighter 2, Uncharted 3,
Super Mario,
Red Dead Redemption,
Metal Gear Solid,
GoldenEye, and Metal Gear Solid.
Damn!
Wow.
That's one hell of a list.
That's a great bunch of games.
It
If
is.
you haven't played any of those, you got to play.
Yeah.
All of them.
You got no excuses.
It's
Just
like mandatory.
do it. Yeah,
You have to
mandatory.
play all of those
Gaming
games.
history in its finest. Well, thank you for tuning in for part 3, and make sure you tune back in next week for part 4, where we'll be bringing 2 more from the top 20, and they're just going to get better and better every week, so you're not going to miss out on anything, because it's just going to be awesome. So yeah, make sure you follow us on our Facebook page as well, as I tell you every single time, and thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.